Hey guys, so today we are going to see today's challenge of Leetcode max area of island. In this, we have given our 2D matrix in which every element can be 1 or 0, only two values. So in this, we have to return the maximum area of an island. So how does the area is forming is if any box with 1 are attached with other box by a side, it can be this side, it can be this, it can be this, or it can be this, then they are forming an area. So these two boxes are forming an area by attaching by this side, and these two boxes by this, and these two by this. So total there are 4. So the area of this is 4. If you talk about this box, so this is 5, and in this 1 2 3 4 5 6, so there are 6, but this one and this one are not attached by the side. It is only attached by the corner, so it will not be counted. So the maximum area from this, we can say here it is 1, here it is 4, here it is also 4, 5 5, and here it is 6. So the maximum of all is 6. So in this the output is 6, so we just have to return this. So what you can see, first of all, the constants m and n are from 1 to 50, so it is low. So we can try some brute force method or anything else. So first of all, the first intuition will be just try all of the squares and see if it is 1 and it is related to other or not. What I am trying to say, let's say if I am at this square and it is 0, so I will just move to the next one. This is also 0, move to the next one. This is also 0, move to the next one, and now it is 1. So I will check its right box, left box. If I am coming from the left box, then I don't have to check its left box. I will only check its right box. And also I am moving like this in first row, then in second row, then in third row. So I also don't have to check the upper box. So I have only check I have I have to only check two boxes, this right box and this downward box. So here it is 1, so the area is 1 for this box, and it is 0, so I will not count this, and it is 1, so I will count this. So from this I can say that these two forming an area of 2, and from this these two are forming an area of 2, so the total will be 3, and these two are also forming of 2, then the total will be 4. So what I am trying to say is just do a DFS. If you find one which is not visited, then check its right box and its below box if it exists. If they are 1, then just increase the counter and call a DFS function from this position. So from this position it will check this and this. So this is 1, so it will not go to this position. This is 1, so it will go to this position and this position by increasing a counter. So every time it finds a 1, it will increase the counter. So the problem is pretty much only DFS and some basic recursion. So here is the problem. This is the function we have given, and I have taken the size n into m. N is number of rows and m is number of columns, and initially my answer is 0. So I have made it a vector, 2D vector of visited, which will tell me if this box square is visited or not. So I am traversing every square. If it is visited, then continue. It means this box is visited and I have already calculated its answer. So now if it is not visited, then come here and in answer give the maximum of these values. Do a DFS from this point and give the maximum of them in the answer. So it will try and go to every squares and try to make the maximum area, and this answer will contain the maximum area, then we can just return this answer. So now how do we make the DFS function? So here in this DFS function I have passed some parameters I and j, which is in the ith row and the jth column, and this vector is weighted if the square is visited or not, and this is the initial matrix A, and this is the size, number of rows and number of columns. So if a of ij is 0, which means this box is 0, so we don't have to do a DFS from this because this will not be count. So we just return and do our other iterations. And if it is visited, then we just return our answer. Wait, here it is 0, right? So we are returning 0. But if it is not 0, then that means it is 1. And if it is visited, then we are just returning answer, or we can say 1. Here we can write also 1. And after that, if this condition is also not true, then which means it is not visited, so we will make this as visited. And we will check if I plus 1 is less than n. What I am checking here, if the right box is exist or not. For this point, the right box will exist. For this also, for this also, but for this, the right box will not exist. So I am checking if the right box is exist and it is not visited and it is 1. Then only I will add it to my answer. Answer plus equals to, now I am calling the DFS function from this position, I plus 1. And I am doing this for this also. I am calling the function, I am calling the box just before for safety purpose, because uh, it may be the case in various test cases. So this is just for safety purpose. And now this j plus 1 is less than n. Now I am checking the downward box. Same, if it is 1 and it is also not visited, then I am doing a DFS search, and whatever be the answer, just add it to the answer variable, and after all this, just return the answer. So in this code, every box will be visited once. Okay, so the time complexity will be O of n into m, right? So yeah, that's all. Thank you.